we are getting a major storm coming through. I guess this is before the fireworks. I'm just gonna show you a little what's going on here. It just started. The trees are doing their thing. It is whipping. Woo! Ah! I can't get where I'm not getting sprayed, but it feels so good because we'd had such hot weather here. I mean, doable hot weather if you know, if you stay cool and drink lots of fluids and stuff. But holy cow, you can hear like all my things blowing around. I'm wondering which tree's gonna drop a limb this storm because it never fails. Ooh, big leaves. I love it. I gotta show you. I'm gonna keep showing you. I just can't see what you see. So I'm just gonna hold my phone over for a little bit. But crazy. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Everything's getting super wet. Hold on. All right, wait a minute. I'll wait for the next whippet. I have such tall trees around my house that when the wind blows like super strong, it's nerve-wracking, but exciting at the same time because they all get to dance. They all get to do things that they don't normally do on a breezy day. They move, and it's exciting. Maybe not for the squirrels and the birds and whoever else is living in them, but it's pretty cool. Anyways, somebody was practicing fireworks earlier, and the boom was so loud, all of my walls and windows shake and rattle, and it kind of like goes through your chest. Like, I often wonder why people use fireworks when I feel like if you're not there and you're not looking at the colors, I would imagine it's what it sounds like if there was bombing in the distance. You know, that feeling of no control over what's happening or what's being dropped out of the sky. I mean, you've seen enough movies, you've seen enough war movies to know, you know, like what it sounds like or what it could sound like. And I'm not where I can see anything. Boy, can I hear it, I can feel it. And there have been years where, you know, the smoke of neighbors, like, the residue that comes off of the fireworks, drifts down like a fog. And I remember one night my neighbor and I were like, I can't even see you. Like, it was really bad. But I guess this is how people celebrate. I mean, I could give or take the fireworks. You know, my Nellie was deathly afraid of fireworks. I mean, you couldn't clap around her. I mean, just loud noises rattled her. And I think 4th of July, well, basically the month of July, really, really upset her. And, you know, there's a little piece of me that's relieved that she's not here for this, because every year it just gets a little harder. It's a little harder to tolerate. But, you know, I mean, you can't take people's right to party away. I mean, you gotta fight for your right to party, right? It's just, I don't know why we insist on putting things in our sensory that make you think of things you don't want to be a part of. I don't know. Like, I could never go see fireworks again for the rest of my life and be 100% content with that. I still wish everyone a happy Independence Day. You know, as long as your independence doesn't reflect taking independence away from someone else. You know what I mean? In more ways than one. But anyway, oh, hi there. Gee, can you hear me today? Part of my sweaty mess of a self, but I think it was just as hot today as it was yesterday and the day before. But, you know, I still made cupcakes. I have a tendency to do everything I'm not supposed to do when I'm not supposed to do it. And I think this has just always been who I am. I make absolutely no apologies. You know, they were good ones, made with like almond flour and whatnot, like healthy ones, if you could say that, and cocoa. And I put peanut butter on top. So not icing. But anyways, yeah, happy 4th to you too. Bummer you couldn't actually help me the other day. I ended up having a great time with or without sound, so I'm sure that YouTube, if they wanted my sound to appear with that live, or I'm guessing that whoever streams my channel and pretends it's theirs did have sound. I think that it was just, my device that was robbed of sound. That's my best guess because that's the kind of bullshit I have discovered. Um, it is what it is. I mean, y'all getting caught. I'm not concerned about the outcome of all this. I have never lost faith. I have never lost hope. I've had some shaky moments where I haven't felt good due to how I'm being treated. But I feel like I've risen above just about everything that you've thrown at me. And, tonight I'm gonna listen to the fireworks. Sometimes I can see them. Depends on how close they are. I know one year I had a couple people and we just sat in lawn chairs in my yard and watched my neighbors. I mean, it was some hell of a show. Oh, boy, that's cold. It's cold rain. But it's passing now. You can see now. It's a little lighter. So who knows? Maybe these people will get their fireworks and everybody can do the ooh, ah, ooh. Which one's your favorite? Oh, I like the one that goes, pss, 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 pss. The one that fizzles out. Those are kind of cool. I just hope everybody stays safe and is thoughtful about how they party and keep the little ones safe, please, and be mindful that there are a lot of wild animals that are going to get spooked, pets that are going to get spooked. A lot of pets. I remember when my Rose, my first lab, she was a puppy, and there had been 6 of us who searched for her all night. She ended up down the road under somebody's porch due to the fireworks, and she was only maybe 8 months old, and she just took off with those booms. She wasn't a big fan of noise either. Her and Ellie were similar yellows, but yellow dogs, yellow labs. But I remember we found her, and she never liked it after that. But yeah, I mean, so be mindful. Make sure your animals have locators on them, or that they're behind locked doors. Check on them. Watch out. Just watch out if something's smelling a little smoky, a little too long. Make sure nothing landed somewhere where it could set fire. I mean, I think that's where it's a good thing that it's raining right now. It's going to wet everything down, cooling everything off for everybody, which is really good because this heat does a number on people's systems, especially when you're drinking and partying. You get a little bit more dehydrated than you expect. So just be mindful of that. Be careful. Look out for one another. Hopefully everybody will wake up on Sunday morning and be like, hey, that was a great 4th of July this year. That's what I'm hoping for everyone, including myself. And I'm going to keep kicking butt one day at a time and not giving up. So I can't. That's one of the big things about being independent and having that right to be independent and make choices is to not stop fighting for what you believe in and what you feel you deserve. And who knows, maybe my words, my mouth, my putting my truth out there is going to help somebody down the road. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is that no one comes out of this a better person or, having learned a lesson or having gotten what they deserved. Because I know I'm one of those people who needs to see a big positive change after all this. It's just necessary. Things cannot get this unraveled and disheveled and negative to not turn around. It's the wax and wane. It's as above, so below. It's the natural order of things. Nothing can continue to go up without having to come back down, and nothing can go way down without having to come back up. So what I'm hoping for is a little bit more of that homeostasis, where everything kind of hangs out and radiates in the middle, and people can find some element of peace and know that their voices have been heard and their feelings matter. And honestly, I'm not waiting for anyone in particular to tell me that mine matter. I know they do, and it's okay. I'll find where I belong. And if it's not in this area because of all the crazy that's been going on, that's fine too. It's, it's just gonna break my heart. But it's all right. We're all gonna be better people the next day because we choose to be right? These are choices that we're all making. You know, and if you're one of those people who's celebrating your independence today and you've taken advantage of it, and you've taken advantage of other people, maybe you ought to think about who you are on the 5th of July. Maybe you better think about, you know, did I abuse my independence? Did I abuse someone else's right for independence? Maybe I need to make some amends. Maybe I need to make some apologies. Maybe I need to turn myself in. Or just tell the truth. You know what I mean? Because it's enough already. It really is. I know the next couple months for me are going to be different. And that's because I am going to stick up for myself, and I'm going to stand up for myself. And I'm going to do what I know I deserve, which is independence with peace, peace of mind, no more smear campaigns. Who I am and who I've always been will be put out there. My name will be cleared. Because it's not fair. It's not fair to go your whole life, you know, into your 50s and work your rear end off and be a good person to have somebody rip it up because they think they can. No. No. I don't care who you are. I really don't. There will be no retaliation, but there will be some acknowledgement. There will be some addressing of the issues, and, you know, I hope you can handle it the same way I've handled this, because I don't recognize my life right now. And maybe that's a good thing. Like I said, I'm not giving up. So I wish you all happy and safe 4th of July. Enjoy your fireworks. We'll be rattling here along with them. And, you know that you matter. And please remember, even if you're hungover tomorrow, get up and smile, because the person hungover next to you is definitely going to need it. Just kidding. Stay safe.